Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me.
The city of Seattle, known for coffee, grunge music, and, of course, rain. And we're definitely going to get a heavy dose of the last of those three here tonight as you look inside a wet and wild CenturyLink field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Seattle Seahawks.
Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First time with Johnson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap for Watson. Into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 21 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opened things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
It's a pickup of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Taken down.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Out of the gun, Watson. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
That is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
First down.
A nice gain of 21 yards. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. They'll look to run with Edwards. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Houston. Gus Edwards, his second touchdown on the season. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good.
Seahawks, nothing. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Now Wilson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jacob Hollister, the one he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, one flip, one flip. Take the edge. Come.
Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And it's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Houston.
And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Texans 14, Seahawks nothing. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On second down now, it's Carson, and able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
DJ Hall on the tackle.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary.
Switch it, come on, switch it.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
31-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Duke Johnson.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a gain of a yard.
3rd and 2, Watson. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time.
A 5-yard gain on the play.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Quick throw completed by Watson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 9.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Gus Edwards with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Texans push further out in front. And always a good 1st half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the 1st half.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
10 at the 44-yard line.
Set. 19. 54 mark. Got you. I got you. 54 mark. 54 mark. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. Short throw to the tight end Thomas. And he coughed it up. And the Seahawks have recovered. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And now it's 2nd down.
Bradley Roby on the coverage defensively.
Switch. All go special.
To throw again, Wilson. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Whitney Merciless showing no mercy. Flies in for the sack.
Brings up 3rd down.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Check 99.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Now this will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
From the 27, Watson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Duke Johnson, the one he was looking for. But now it's third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Throwing on third down, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Faking the give, now Watson. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again is Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Following the sack, it's now third and long for Watson and the Texans. This is Edwards. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
They go play action with Wilson. Steps away. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Johnson was the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Watson. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. A final shot before the break. Watson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
14, got it.
From the 29, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
14.
Now Wilson on first down. He'll find Metcalf. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf. His second touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
4 yards on the
second and 6, just inside the 30.
At the 29-yard line.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands. And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and possession will switch hands, first and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 11-yard line.
Now a first and 10 at the 11. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
At the 10-yard line.
Off of play action, it's Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. It got his man complete. Brandon Cooks, 20. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, an even 90 yards. And the Texans will add on to their lead. So from back deep in their own territory, all the way into the end zone. You think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
Here's Wilson. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Wilson on target there to Moore. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And that's good for another Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Left side here taken in by Metcalf.
Wilson,
a gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the 19.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Play action. It's Wilson rolling to his left. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Again, Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. John Ursua, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. And this one's back to an 8-point game.
Makes the score Texans 28, Seahawks 20.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think, At any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. Duke Johnson, the one he was looking for. And it's third down.
And 8 yards to go.
Out of the gun, Watson. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll run on first down. Johnson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the fourth. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Watson on the run. He'll let this go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 58 yards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Watson on first down. This is caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans.
Complete to
Brandon Cooks with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Seahawks 20.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Flushed out right. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
And that's
a good pickup there, 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Here's Wilson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Whitney merciless, able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he's going to go down again. Ross Blacklock. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for a strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
On first down, Johnson. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. He was taken down by Quentin Dunbar.
4 yards on the pickup.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. From the gun, here's Watson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Trey Flowers picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Intercepted. And now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
David Moore, the intended target, and it's 2nd down. To throw again. Wilson dancing to his left. Left side complete to Lockett. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And that one results in 35 yards.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Doing with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Ross Blacklock, his 2nd sack of the night.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
10 at the 23-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
At the 17.
So Houston going to come away here with